Okay, this is probably gonna go in the beginning of the video, or maybe also in the bloopers too, but before I do this thumbnail, I want everyone to know that this is a stick from a lollipop that I'm using as a prop to make it look like a cigarette. I'm just gonna say that. I'm saying all this for both the viewers and for YouTube. This is a stick. I'm not gonna put smoke in the thumbnail when I do it. This is a stick. This is a stick from candy I had earlier. That's what I want to state right now before I do this thumbnail. Thank you. Hopefully YouTube doesn't yell at me. I don't want this video to get flagged. Here we go with the actual video. Rainbow Ink! Hey guys, and welcome back to Rainbow Ink. It is another Disney Bound Friday. Today's character that I will be Disney bounding as is the caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland. You know, that caterpillar. Yeah, that one. Anyways, guys, we do have a full outfit today, and you can use some passage down to be a card right up there. I'll also link description below as well. And yeah, I guess enough stalling to jump right in. Working our way up, starting with the shoes. And for shoes, he has golden feet. Or he wears golden shoes. I'm saying it's his feet. So I have a pair of golden flats here. Just mind the little bows on them. So yeah, these are going to represent his golden feet per se. I believe these are making their debut. I don't think I've used them in anything before. If I did, there'll be a card up there also being in the description below. But I don't think I have. I think they're making their debut. So there's that. Next up, I have a blue skirt here. I haven't used this skirt in a long freaking time, but it's a blue skirt here. Last time I used this, hopefully this is the last time. I know it's been a long time since I've used this. The Cinderella Disney Bound redo up there. I'll link in the description below. I'm thinking that is the last time I used this particular skirt. I could be wrong. I don't know. And I know it's been a long time since I used this skirt, so there's that. And then we are layering today, so we have two layers. So the first layer to represent, well, his belly slash chest kind of way, but mainly belly. I have this light blue short sleeve shirt. It's just a short sleeve light blue shirt. I've used a light blue shirt a bunch of times before, but the last time I used a light blue shirt, I believe, was in Ivy Sundune from Amphibian. Up there, also in the description below as well. Hopefully I said that right. And then for our second layer for his arms, back, whatever else, I have this long sleeve. I'm just gonna call it an overshirt. It's technically a long sleeve button up, but I'm gonna call it an overshirt. It's a long sleeve denim overshirt. Last time this was used was in the Fix It Felix's mount up there, so in the description below as well. That's gonna go over the light blue shirt here. Again, this represents his arms and back and stuff, so I'll be actually wearing it instead of it draped over my shoulders. And then finally, technically for the last piece, I said technically, there's technically one more after this, but I'm not counting it. We'll get to that here in a minute. I have this blue headband to represent, well, the blue on his head because his whole body is, well, blue. And yeah, it's gonna go on my head. I'm probably gonna take my hair out of my clip and ponytail to make it easier on myself to put this in, so yeah, last time this was used was in the Merryweather Disney Bound up there, also in the description below as well. Technically, that was the last piece. There is one more that I kind of want to talk about just for an extra little dramatic piece, and it's a pair of little pink socks for the shoes here because his ankles, legs, whatever, they are pink, and I wanted to get them out for this. I know this seems extra, but come on, this is a Disney Bound here on Rainbow Ink. I'm gonna be a little extra at times, so yeah, you don't have to do this, and I'm not counting this as an item, but I just wanted to notify you guys and say, like, hey, this is here, even though I'm probably gonna talk more about this when it comes to the shoe bit to begin with in that scene, so yeah. Like I said with the headband, I'm gonna take my hair out of my clip and probably my ponytail to make it easier and just let it down per se to put the headband in better. So anyways, guys, this is what I have. Let's see how it all looks together. Alright, here I am as the caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland. You know, that smokes and all that jazz. So just right off the bat, do I think this is a good Disney Bound? It feels like it's somewhere in the middle where this could be like a normal-ish outfit. Maybe if I take off like the jacket and stuff. Maybe if I use the stick in the thumbnail. If I decide to use the stick with the thumbnail. That option, maybe. And if I had somebody walking around me that was dressed like Alice, maybe. Just Just maybe. Do I think this is a good Disney Bound? Again, it's somewhere in that middle ground where you think this could be a normal outfit per se in that regard. So yeah, you guys tell me in the comments below if you think this was a good Disney Bound or a bad Disney Bound. All that stuff. Anyways, shoe bit time. Alright, here are the golden shoes again. Mind the little bows because his feet is golden. Also, I just realized they had like the pointed tips, kind of like what Genie's shoes too, huh? So that kind of works. And of course I'm wearing the pink socks to represent like his ankles and feet and stuff in his shoes and stuff. So yeah, shoes. Then we have the skirt for his legs, and then the white shirt for his belly, which I did tuck in to make it more seamless. The long sleeve shirt here, which I did say I was gonna wear normally because this is supposed to represent his arms and his back and his sides and stuff, and I don't think this shirt looks bad with this shirt per se. The skirt, on the other hand, I'm not a giant fan of wearing like long sleeve something with like a skirt per se, whether it's a long or short skirt. I never really liked it. I thought that always clashed. So yeah, and then finally in my head, the headband, which like I said, I took out my ponytail, took out the clip right here for this to make it easier on my head and still wanting to slip out of my head. So there's that. And yeah, like I said, I don't know if this is a good Disney Bound or not. This looks almost like a casual outfit per se. Definitely if you take the skirt out of it and like me just having some leggings or whatever else, bottoms maybe. Originally I was thinking about using shorts for this Disney Bound. I think I would look more stupider if I did. Is that a word, stupider? I don't know. Like I said, you guys tell me in the comments below if you think this was a good Disney Bound or a bad Disney Bound. Well, you guys do that. I'm gonna pour our next character that you will hopefully get in 2 weeks from now. Hopefully. Okay. Half one. Let's see who it's gonna be. Okay, Princess Evelyn Evanor. I have no clue if I said that right, and I don't know what movie she's from. So I'm just gonna real quick Google this, because I cannot remember for the life of me who the heck this character is.
A few moments later.
Okay, a few minutes of Googling. She is from Black Cauldron, and hopefully I'm saying this right, Princess Alandri? There's no way I'm pronouncing that right, but when I look at pronunciation, that's how you pronounce it within the Disney film. In other words, the Disney princess that no one remembers is our next character, Princess Alandri. Hopefully I'm saying all that right, from Black Cauldron. How am I gonna do that? Come back here in 2 weeks to see how I do a Disney Bound. Princess Alandri from Black Cauldron. It just keeps getting worse as I keep saying it. Please make sure to like and subscribe, all that wonderful jazz. Last video right there, subscribe button. The playlist of all the Disney Bounds are right up there. Also be in the link description below with a Disney playlist and this year's 2026 Disney Bound playlist, and I'll see you guys next time here on the link.